Alright, so what am I up to today? Well, today I'm on my way to Lowe's. First of all, I need to get some pipe clamps. It looks like some zip ties. I'm looking to build a mast mount for my 12-meter Spiderbeam. I've got a 3-inch piece of PVC, and I'm going to put this together, and we'll take a look at it. Alright, I am just pulling into R&L Electronics. This place has really saved me so many times. I noticed on their website that they had a rig expert, an AA55 Zoom, which is awesome. I was actually looking for a 35, but you know, getting 6 meters added in is just an extra bonus. So I've got a Nano VNA, which I really like, but I thought this would be good for yeah, I thought the Nano VNA is really good for some things, but when I'm in the field or if I'm doing POTA, that kind of thing, I really wanted something easy because I'm going to be setting up a lot of different antennas, and then I hope to maybe do some antenna builds here at home, and just having the rig expert on hand would be great. And normally those things can be very, very expensive, but it looked like a good used one, so I'm going to go in and look at it. I'm not going to film inside, but I'm going to go take a look at it, and if it checks out, I'm going to buy it. All right, we are going to walk in the store. Definitely not a grill-shaped beacon, but we do have the antenna here, so this is always a good thing. You know you're getting close to R&L when you see the mast and the antennas up there. All right, I'm excited. I ended up buying it. It's the thing looks, I mean, the box looks really good here, and it checked out. So yeah, we got a 55 zoom here, so this is really sweet. I think they discontinued this back in 2025, but we'll open this up later and take a look at it. All right, this is I've got it just set up here kind of in a test configuration. Got the 3-inch PVC, that's what you see here, and I used some 320 grit sandpaper and kind of roughed it up, and then I put some black satin finish Krylon. I'll leave some links to that. I think I got mine from Home Depot. I got mine from Lowe's, actually. Got it from Lowe's. The tent stakes I have in here, same kind that I used to make the little PVC spike for my fishing pole mast in a previous video. I'll try to leave a link to that. And I'll leave a link to these spikes. These are probably not going to be the permanent spikes. These are like 15-inch tent stakes that I'm using. I got 4 of them. And I'm just doing that for in the yard. I've got some others that are kind of like a corkscrew design that kind of bite into the ground, almost like the dog type poles, but not quite that beefy. I may use those more. But I've got the CamJams. These are from Nite Ize. These things are a miracle. I've seen some people use these, and I want to give a lot of credit to VE3 TWM, Tracy from Outdoors on the Air, who had this design, kind of showed this design using the cargo strap, something very similar to this, and I just made a couple little tweaks to it. I didn't feel like drilling into my PVC in this case, and I know I'll probably get some comments on this. The best zip ties I could find at Lowe's were like 75-pound rated. I was hoping to get some that were a little bit stronger, but I got 2 of them looped in here. And then I do have a stainless steel pipe clamp, and I did wrap it around some tubing. I had some rubber tubing that I had, and I used that so I won't scratch up the PVC. Now I have seen people take and set these up before and put the pipe clamps directly on the Spiderbeam. I got the 12-meter Spiderbeam, which I'm going to try to put out here on this and see what happens. But I didn't feel comfortable even with wrapping electrical tape around the Spiderbeam and then putting the pipe clamp on the Spiderbeam. I didn't feel really comfortable doing that, and I really wanted to make a sleeve. So alright, my next step's going to be to get the Spiderbeam and put that in here and see if I can't raise it in this August heat. Alright, hopefully you can see this. This is the Spiderbeam, the 12 meter Spiderbeam that I'm holding here. Length 12 meters, about 40 feet. This thing is not something that you're going to backpack with. This is heavy. It's I think it weighs like 7 pounds, and I don't know, this seems to be just under maybe 4 feet high. I think it's like 3 feet 10 inches here. So this is a beefy thing. Let's see if I can get the caps off. Yeah, the caps are a little struggle. Now I did get the top section here. Hopefully this is showing up on the camera, but I got a little loop here, a little hook, so that I can easily hang a wire from it. It was like another $9 to do that, so why not? One of the other things I probably need to do, I've seen people drill holes in here. I'm not taking the bottom cap off because I really don't want the bottom sections to fall out. So I'm just going to put that in here like that. That fits pretty good. I will say I've never hooked one of these up before, and I realize I forgot my wireless microphone. Just give them a twist. So I am taking it easy on this, just because I've never put one of these up before. Wow, that's getting high already. Thing is huge. Oh. That was the last section. Alright. There we go. Little wobbly. Alright, it's up there, 40 feet. Sorry about not having the wireless mics on. Let me get out of the sunlight. See what we got here. Alright, so there's the Spiderbeam. It is going way up there. That thing is not quite into the stratosphere, but as you can see, it is up there. I tell you what, I need to get the drone out here once I get an antenna hooked up on this and kind of give you the drone eyes view of what it's like from the top. I haven't seen anybody do that yet. So anyhow, it's holding so far. Of course, there's no wind today. You can see that the dimensions of this, I think this is a little more than 2.5 inches wide. Gosh, I want to say it's like 2 9/16, but I need to look it up. I don't know. This is 3 inches. So there's a little bit of spacing in here. Now, it might be a decent idea to put some tape around this part of it. I think I will probably put some electrical tape around here or some kind of cushioning, just because I feel like this is going to rub against the PVC, and I want to try to protect this finish as much as I can. But I'm pretty happy with this overall. I think there are some things I could do to improve it. I actually have some like heavy metal rings, some stainless steel rings that I might attach on here. I did see in one of Tracy's, the VE3 TWM, in his build, he had zip ties, but then he had these really thick steel, I think they were stainless steel metal rings here, which I think would be better for the CamJams to hook up to. But these CamJams are great. I mean, you just pull them to tighten them, and then they resist being pulled back the other way. These things are great. I know that was one of the improvements he made over using ratchet straps. So there you have it. I'll try to include a list of what I used to build this thing, and then hopefully I'll get an antenna up on this soon. I want to try some verticals, and I've also got an end-fed half-wave. I got one that I got off of eBay that I want to use for POTA, a real lightweight one, and then I actually want to do a permanent end-fed half-wave here at home. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys use, and see you in the next video.